plans on you.
Hello you guys, what's going on? It's your boy Oldness here, back with another video. In today's video, I thought it would be fun to do some mastering, because I know mastering is one of the weird things on YouTube, if you get my drift there. Because I have searched for so many times for different type of tutorials on different type of mastering, and the truth about mastering is that it's pretty freaking advanced, and if you get up to like the high levels of music and you don't really know how to master, then you should probably get a guy to master the tracks for you. But for you guys that don't have the money to pay this kind of guy and don't have the time for that and just want to make your track sound nice so your friends can download it and listen to it as well, then I'm here today to show you guys that. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on drums, because drums are one of like the key elements in tracks, and I always get my drums kind of when I listen to them in the headphones, at least. On speakers they sound amazing, but yeah, on the headphones it's kind of different. And as you know, today everyone is listening on their tracks on their Apple headphones or whatever, so you want to kind of make the track uh, you know, fitting to that, because it will sound great on the speakers anyways. So what we're going to do today is we're just going to focus on the drums. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some EQing. And EQing, it can be like, you need it, you know, and it's kind of like, yeah, you just want to tweak. And as you know, with the stock EQ and Logic, adding frequency is not a thing you should do. You should just focus on taking away the frequency. So let's just look at the waveform real quick. Let's just get this. As you can see, the frequency goes up to like 500 Hertz, and we want to keep it like that. And as you see, there's some low frequencies here we don't even need. So what I like to do is just kind of, let's see here. I like to kind of like squeeze it like this, so the cutoff become like really steep, and then we're just here. Like that. Yeah, we want to kind of find the sweet spot right there. And then for cutting off the frequencies, yeah, you can do the same thing. It's kind of how you feeling, you know. Let's just see here. I want to get that like there. Boom. Listen to this now. You can even turn the volume on the drums, on the kick drum, a bit higher, because it will sound like a bit more punchy. Another thing you actually can do, that this might sound very hypocritical right now, but I just figured out that you can actually add some frequency, at least on the kick drum, because you want to like get that peak, like the really like kick, you know, you want to get that really high. I just want to find the steep ones. Let's just see here. I guess we could just use the green one and then like kind of make it like that. Oh yeah, there you go. We got a nice little peak here. Let's look at the frequency. Just kind of make it more like punchier in your face. You know, this is deep house, so you want that like dance groove. You want the kicks to stand out from the other tracks. And what we're gonna do with EQing for the other elements is like pretty basic. We're gonna just take away the lower frequencies so it doesn't disturb the kick drum. As you can see, there's a lot of low frequencies on this clap right here. So we're just, oh god, I hate. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna make it real steep. You can see that the main frequencies are over here. This is nice because, as you remember, we cut off like around 500 at the kick. So like cutting 500 here is perfect. It's really good. Let's keep it going. Let's listen to this shit. And also, I think we're just actually gonna add separate reverbs for every single track. So we're just gonna kind of cut off all of these. Now it will sound really stale right now. It was not stale, but really like flat. It won't sound full at all. Let's listen to this. Yeah, it's alright, but you know we want to make it better, so let's just keep that going. We got the open hi-hats right now, and I've already listened to this track, right? So I actually figured out that these open hi-hats are a bit like meh. We want to kind of pump them up a bit, make them a bit more interesting. You can leave them really flat. Like obviously we're gonna add the reverb, but first we can go ahead and analyze this. You can see there's some low frequencies here that will disturb the kick drum, so we'll just get rid of those. Let's see here. Yeah. So we kind of not disturb the sound too much, so I find like cutting it around 500 here as well is pretty nice. So this is kind of just to spike the open hi-hat a bit. Sounds like really like, really really high frequencies, so we want to cut some of those. Like small, I will do it on the open one as well. So we're gonna do the same thing here, cut the low frequencies. Let's see here. Oh, come on, man. Righty, right, okay. There you go. Now these are just to get kind of a groove. You can listen to this. They're kind of like to just get some different kind of groove into the track. Like they're not that important, but we're just gonna do the same thing, cut the low frequencies so we don't disturb the kick. As you can see, there's barely anything here, so there's not really any use of cutting any frequency right here. On this one though, this is actually a closed hi-hat that I used kind of like a snare because it kind of sounds like a snare. Let's look at this. This is also really nice because this is also like cut off at the frequencies we want it to be cut off at. So we're just gonna make it like double check it kind of thing that, oh my god, what? Okay, there you go. So we can kind of cut, we want to kind of, Okay, so we're done with like the first thing, and then what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna add some reverb to the tracks. So first thing, guys, don't ever add reverb to your kick. Like, just don't do it, man. Just don't. Like, that's okay. I actually have a reverb on it right now. Let's just cut that away. You don't need a reverb at the lower frequencies. If you just distort everything, make everything sound really horrible, you just want to keep it cool and not worry about that. So we're just gonna add the space designer real quick on the clap first and listen to a couple of the presets and see what we like the best. This one could be nice. I don't really know if I really like that though. So we could go with this. This actually sounds kind of nice, doesn't it? What we can do is actually, oh, chill, bro. We can actually change this a bit. Like, just let me just change this kind of like. So this sounds alright. Next one, the really boring open hi-hat. We're gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna try to find one of the smaller ones. Let's see here. I can go with like some maybe, I don't know. Sounds alright. Like, that sounds really good actually. Because it sounds like really smooth and it doesn't really bother the your ear that much. It's like it sounds really nice and it doesn't really distort anything. I really like this one. The next one we're I don't know if we should add a reverb on this, to be honest with you. Just gives that kind of more like hit in your face kind of sound. You don't really need a reverb on that. I guess you could add it if you want to, but honestly, you don't really need to do that, in my opinion at least. Next one are these. Or we could add a reverb on this. Like, we don't really need to, but we could do just like for the lulz, right? So let's just go. I think the sorry about that. I think that we could try one of these. Just like a tiny bit of reverb there. So like that we kind of, because the more reverb you actually add on the track, the more like full and rich it will sound. So any reverb will make it sound better, right? Okay, the last one here is going to be the snares, we could call them, but they're really just closed hi-hats. So yeah, let's just add some space designer to it and listen to this first. This should have like a small amount of it, like just a tiny bit. These are the big ones, yeah, when I can, those are like a, How's that sound? Add the Yes, guys, I think that's basically it for today. This wasn't really like a big thing, but it's like basic mastering, you could call it. Like something you can do on the fly while you're making the track to make it sound a bit better, and like get a kind of perspective of how the track will sound later. Because I've tried to make tracks and then master them afterwards, and that's incredibly hard. And you don't really think about maybe the reverb will make something sound different, and then you gotta change everything, and you just end up not doing any, just quitting the track, you know. So yeah, that has been it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. I will play this one in the background, the whole thing, before I quit this video. And quickly, I just want to thank you guys so much for supporting videos lately. It has been massive, like 500 views a week. I think that's amazing. Like, I thank you guys so much for that. And yeah, I hope this video will you will find this really like likable for you. And yeah, it's been your boy Oldens, and I'm out.